So it's a nice evening where I am. It's some gentle rain outside. Everything's cooled down a bit. And it's nice and quiet. So I thought I would pick up one of the games that somebody's recommended to me. And it's an ideal game for this kind of time and feeling. It's a little bit bizarre, a little bit creepy, a little bit weird. I've only played a bit so far, and hopefully I've managed to restart it properly. So let's jump in and take a look. There's a couple of other videos that have reviewed the game, but I haven't looked at those yet. I'm not quite sure. I didn't want to ruin the surprise of what to expect, because a few of the hints and comments that I saw while looking through the game page suggested that it was weird and bizarre, and it is, and I like that a lot. So let's jump in and give it a go. Okay. Try to maximize it. I hope this works. At least it's recording in the right place. Here we go. Shift to full screen, but I've gone full screen. Is this working? Hopefully the music comes through. Whoa. Okay. That's the thing with the game. It's a little bit strange, a little bit weird. So let's hit start, and I'm sure you'll see what I mean.
Welcome to Oakley's world, the perfect place to look after your virtual pet.
This is, I gather, Oakley.
There's an area to get water, an area to collect... Wait a minute, something's missing. There, that's better. Now you can choose which game you want to play first.
Let's start with the water search. Plants definitely need water.
I'm thirsty. There must be some water around here somewhere, probably behind these blocks. Go ahead and click on them and see what happens.
So we click on the blocks, and there's water. I don't know if we need to click on it or not, because it seems to disappear by itself anyway. I don't know if we don't click on it, does that mean we didn't get it? Did we actually get it? Do we just need to click on the blocks? There are so many questions, and it's the kind of game that asks a lot of questions, which I'm happy to see. I'm just going to go through it a little bit, because I don't want to ruin the ultimate surprise. The game has been around for a few months, I gather, from looking at the comments at least.
Thank you for collecting the water.
Okay, so presumably we didn't need to click on the water. Let's catch some light.
Light's something that plants really like. Pretty soon, some will appear on the screen. You'll need to click on it to collect it.
First, clicking on the light. I think when we make the count go up, it restarts the sort of round.
Thank you for collecting the light. I appreciate it.
And adds more blocks with light in it. I just had to click on them sometimes a couple of times for the ones that have flashed. And now we have the fish counter.
Fish is great fertilizer for plants. In a little bit, different amounts of them will swim by. You'll need to type in the amount to get to the next round.
Fish is fertilizer. Alright. And that was one fish. And that was two fish. Do you know there is no such thing biologically? Biologically is the word. There is no such thing as a fish. So 5, and one of them went green.
Congratulations, you counted all the fish. Welcome to Oakley's world, the perfect place to look after your virtual pet. There's some refreshing water you can collect, and... Sorry about that. Now you can choose which game you want to play first.
And it just pushed us through. I didn't actually click on anything. See, this is where the game starts getting a little bit weirder. I mean, I think you can see that. That's 5, and one of them was green again. It's starting to spot the difference. This just seems to be one where you have to click on the right to get stuff happening.
Be careful what you wish for. It's good advice. I wish I listened.
There didn't seem to be a way to turn the music off, so I'm hoping none of this is copyrighted.
Oakley, I know you're thirsty, but please be patient. I can only work on things so fast. You'll have all the water you want soon, I promise.
Oakley's looking a little weird. And that was spot the difference. Now, fishograms. I'd gone through this and these were quite difficult, so fortunately you can press tab to skip them. There is something that you can... I was really stuck on this one because I had no idea what word it was looking for, but when I realized there were types of fish, what kind of fish is that? It might be a fish name that I don't know. So if you press tab, you can go past it. This is eel. Something fish. L O S H D G. No idea. No idea. This was guppy. This is mackerel, I think. And this is mahi mahi. This is perch. I struggled with this one a bit originally. Something fish. So if we do all the other letters, E R. Oh, hang on. Pufferfish. Hey, salmon. Fish. N D. Oh. N D S A. Is it sandfish? Sandfish. Sardine. And obviously shark. Tuna.
Oops, it looks like the light went away. Can you help me find it?
Yeah, you just seem to need to collect on the light blocks. I don't know if there's a what the hell's that game name? Man, I've gone blank on these names. My brain is failing. Not sure what that's doing, but I'm not going to click on it. What's that game where you end up fighting with the narrator? One of the really good games.
It's been fun playing games, but I'm tired now.
This is excellent voice acting, by the way. I really like it. What was that name? Game. Well, anyway, the one where you can sort of do what the narrator says and also not do what the narrator says. So I don't know if you can
I know what we can
click
play
on
now.
argumentative things. What can we play now?
How good is your memory?
How good is your memory? I just click on the thing that buzzed. This doesn't, assuming it's still the same, doesn't get very particularly hard. It does go on a bit though. And I don't know what this white drop is. Worries me a bit. Not the most compelling gameplay, and this is going to be an interesting one to critique once I've gone far enough. We're not going to go much further because it does seem to be one of those games where, you know, there is twists and turns and interesting elements further on that I don't want to ruin. I don't want to ruin the surprise. I want people to come and play it. So we are not going to go too much further past this, but there is one bit that I'm hoping to get to soon that I want to go through. That I think is where the game really starts getting particularly interesting. LST. This is clever the way it's kind of, it doesn't have a progressive difficulty, it's just weirdly, like, you know, disconnected.
Congratulations, you won!
Remember your prize. You may need it later.
LSTA. LSTA.
I need to ask you something. Have you been having fun so far?
Yeah, as I was saying, the way things were, that kind of ruining the expected progression does add a whole new creepiness level.
I'm glad to hear it.
As does the idea of only having one answer to a question, so it's not really a question.
I'd like to play more games, but I'm hungry. Will you feed me?
Okay. So, to feed him, we go to chats with Ellen. I don't know if this is involved in feeding him or why we're supposed to be here, but let's have a look at the chats with Ellen. So Delora says, hello, you sent me a friend request. Ellen says, yes, good afternoon Delora, I hope you don't mind me messaging you, but I saw your post about the game you're making and was wondering if you'd be interested in collabing. There's a sprite or two I've made that I think would work well for your game. Delora, I'm not sure, possibly. I'm not super far into the game yet and I'm still thinking things through. Can I think about it? And says, yes, of course, I'll message you in a few days or so. And Delora says, okay. So, hello Delora, have you thought about my offer? Oh yeah, hi Alan, I did, just haven't had a chance to DM you. I'm interested in at least seeing the game art you mentioned. Wonderful, here it is, and here we have our plant. Delora says, okay, yeah, I like that. I'm not totally sure where the sprite could be used though. And Alan says, Oakley. Delora says, what? Alan says, the flower's name's Oakley, it's what I call him. Delora says, oh, okay, cool name. Okay, so then I'm not sure where Oakley would fit in the game yet, but I'm sure something can be worked out. Alan says, maybe Oakley could be the virtual pet. Delora goes, yeah, maybe. Is it okay if I DM you in a couple of days? I'll have my decision then. Alan says, yes, of course. What chat client is this with these weird buttons on the side? I don't know what that is. The rest of it looks a bit Discordy. I don't know what these minuses and things are. This voice chat. Yeah, interesting. So that was the second one. Third one. Delora, hi Ellen, I've thought about it and I'm interested in collabing with you. I've been struggling with making this game. I really wish I wasn't. and it'd be great to have some help. I really think Oakley would work in the game too. Alan says, wonderful, I'm glad to hear it. Also, don't worry, now that you're going to add Oakley into the game, things will run a lot smoother. Dolores says, that'd be great. Alan says, oh, before I forget, we'll obviously be talking about different game details as time goes on, but I wanted to mention, in the game, at least at one point, make sure you add something having to do with water, light, and fish. They're all things plants need. Dolores says, okay, you do realize this is a virtual pet, right? Alan says, just trust me on this. I mean, hey, I'm sure you've played virtual pet games before. There's usually some way to feed and look after them. Dolores says, yeah, there is. And it says, well, this is how Oakley will be looked after. Dolores goes, okay, well, it's something we can discuss anyway. Oh, I gotta go. We can talk later. So that was the third conversation. Fourth one is, Dolores, Alan, this is wonderful. Things are moving smoother. I've got a pretty decent chunk of the demo done, and I'm almost ready to upload it. You were right. I'm so glad I decided to collab with you. Alan says, that's wonderful, Dolores. Let me know when you want to brainstorm more. Dolores says, of course, I'll also let you know when the demo is available. Window 5. Okay, the demo is available. Alan? Guess you're not online. I'll try later after I get some sleep. And final one says, Ellen, are you there? Something strange is going on. Everything's fine, Delora. No, it's not. I feel kind of drained sometimes, and other times I have trouble sleeping. That didn't happen before. Ellen says, it's okay, Delora. This is normal. You'll get used to it. All of us did. Oh, by the way, you won't have to message me anymore. Oakley's been handling things just fine. Delora says, what do you mean, Ellen? Ellen, answer me. So, now we feed him.
Wonderful. Let's begin.
And
Transfer initiated. Transfer complete. Thank you so much for feeding me. Now go ahead and take a rest, while I think of what else we can play. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your rest. We'd like to introduce you to some flower friends of mine.
right, so on that point, I am going to stop playing. I'm going to leave it to you guys to come and give the game a go, give the story a go, see where it goes. Let's have a look at some of the information. We have some screenshots here, all things we've seen, I think. We have interesting little snippets of text in amongst the description. There's a Discord chat. I don't know if those chats are supposed to be Discord, but possibly interesting to go and visit that. And this is an interesting thing here. I don't know how many mini games there are or how it would filter them out, but I like it. More information. Daniel's Games is the author. Interactive fiction is the genre, made with Godot. It's obviously horror, surreal, unfiction, and virtual pet. There's a lot going on there, and I like it a lot. Yeah, and I'm not going to look at the comments. Let's see if there's anything interesting in the development log. Okay, it looks like a normal development log. I thought maybe there would be some in-game suggestions in there. So yeah, link in the description. Come and play this. Follow the story. See where it takes you. See where it goes. I have some suspicions, but nothing concrete. I like the way the background here is looks like a computer screen. It's very nice and in game as well. Just all in all, a damn good game. Criticisms. Difficult to criticize because the whole point is it's meant to be, I suppose, slightly crude artwork and things like that, for the sort of the creepiness factor and the bizarreness element. So I mean, the art and the sound is perfect. For the game feeling, it's pretty responsive. I was a little uncertain when I clicked on certain things if if they were actually responding to me. So if there was one change I could ask for there, is that some kind of "you have clicked this" sound. So you click on something and it goes beep or click or something like that, so that I know I have done something successfully, because I don't think that takes away from the interactive fiction element and the horror element. It's just this is more comfortable to play through. It kind of pulls me out of the immersion a little bit when I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing or clicking the right thing and stuff like that. Other than that, yeah, obviously this can't explain too much story, because the horrors and not knowing what you're getting into and how it unravels and that kind of thing. It is a well-made game. I do want to have a quick look at the others by the person. So we have Oakley's World, The Cryptanalysis Case 2. There's 4 stories, word cipher. So there's quite a chunk here. Wow, there's an array of games. So plenty to look at once you finish the first one. But yeah, definitely come give the demo a look. Yeah, sorry, I was looking at to see if those were whatchamacallits, and more anagrams, but I think there's something else. Anyway, I am being distracted. So come and give this game a try. If you like this video, click the like. If you want to see more Itchio games demoed, subscribe, ring the bell. We play a few other games as well. Going to be more in the near future. But above all, more important than all, leave me comments in the comments. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you want me to look at. Tell me anything that is polite and not aggressive. And we will have a good time. Thanks for watching. Bye.